Okay, here we are again with Cave Story. And where were we last? Alright, we had just rescued Curly, and now this thing right here you can go through. And you're in the waterway. The waterway is really pretty simple, but it's one of the most critical parts of this game. It's really easy oh, that was the wrong button. It's really easy to not do the main thing that you're supposed to do in here so that you can actually keep Curly alive. Because, come on, I keep on pressing the wrong buttons. Let's see. Okay, good. Everything's pretty much at full. Anyways, this is where you'll be draining all the water from Curly so that she'll actually be able to, well, do robot things and be alive. Because otherwise, when she drifts away from you at the end of the boss battle that's coming up at the end of this, which is, the boss battle at the end of this is Ironhead. It's a tribute to Pixel's first game, I believe that's his first game, Ika-chan, which I may or may not do a Let's Play of later. It's a really short game, only like half an hour about. So, come on, why do it? I'm not even going to question why I can't make these simple jumps anymore. Yeah, it's only like half an hour, something. It's not long, that's all I have to say. Okay, there's another pit stop right here that you can do to make some health, which is pretty good since you'll probably be at low health from fighting the core. We will be running into the core later, as it will be revived by Misery and the Doctor, and Sue really doesn't have much to do with it. Okay, the waterway's main thing is all the water that's pulling you away. That might be why it's called the waterway. Jump! Okay, there we go. And jellies! Best thing to use here is the bubbler. It may take a while, but it covers a really wide range, well, up and down range. There, that's enough. And it'll also form a little shield around you. We're trying to get up to that little spot up there, if I can find that. There we go. And right here, jump, and we made it. Alright, this is the cabin, or something like that. Waterway cabin, yep. This is where we're going to be draining the water from Curly. Look at the helper computer. Time to take a rest. Good idea. Alright, Curly's being left on the bed. I often recorded where I learned that notebook. Which notebook? Well, where notebooks are usually kept. Not in that shelf. Maybe in this shelf. There we go. Opening up. Surface-developed robots have limitations on their operation underwater. If they're submerged for too long a period, their system automatically shuts down to avoid short-circuiting. The following is a description of the proper method of caring for a flooded robot. Describes Curly pretty well right now. And you learn how to treat flooded robots. Are there any flooded robots around here? I see her, Curly. Let's use it on her. Drain the water from Curly? Of course we're going to drain the water from her. And after a short conversation, which is pretty... yeah, it's not very significant, she fell sound asleep. Now you just gotta wait a while so that her system can reboot. That should be long enough. Or not. Fun with fireballs. No, we're not gonna leave her here. Taking her with us. Alright, let's save again so that we don't have to wait through that little thing. Grab out our trusty blade, why not? Oh no, we don't want the blade. Because you're gonna really want the blade at full health for the boss that's coming up. Just switch to Polar Star or something arbitrary. And there are a couple of tricky jumps with the spikes. And if the spike hits you, it'll do 10 damage. And, ooh, that was close. Do 10 damage. And, yeah, take a lot of weapon energy out on you. More health if you need it, but we don't need it. Go over here to avoid falling into that spike pit right there, and let's do this without getting hurt. If possible. Ooh, that was close. Good. Good. Jump. And we made it. Wrong button again. Oh, no, we didn't make it yet. Okay, there we go. Yes, this is Ironhead. Those little fishy dudes right there they can't hurt you until they're in that pufferfish phase. And if you beat Ironhead without taking any damage, which I'm going to try to do, then then a bunch of little Ikachan guys, which are little. Oh, that was stupid. Oh well, never mind. The points. Blah. A bunch of little Ikachan guys will come up and just fly by you as stuff happens. But since I can't do that anymore, we're just gonna finish this with a bang. A literal one. And Ironhead is taken down. Not that difficult. And Curly's kind of drifting away. We'll run into her later, but... you know. Okay, here we are again. This is where... I recognize this place. This is Mamiga Village. Now devoid of Mamigas. Still has a chinfish, though. Now it doesn't. Now there's no one. Okay, a couple of quick pit stops that we need to make. Because this is where the game starts branching off. Let's go down here, and we'll see a familiar face. Professor Booster! Coming in from the teleporter. That teleporter that you may have seen me look at when I failed to make that jump to get over Professor Booster to ignore him the first time. He was able to fix that. And he was able to use it and teleport over here. And give us the Booster 2.0, which is incredibly more useful than the Booster 0.8, because not only can you fly in any 4 directions, yes, that's right, I just said any 4, it's kind of stupid, but you can also fly a much greater distance. We're going to equip this. And now that we have the Booster 2.0, we can do some pretty cool stuff. First off, let's upgrade this wimpy old Polar Star. Remember that hermit guy that we stole this from in the first place? Let's see. There we go. No, that was close. We can now get back to where he's currently living. Still back in the first cave. Oh, hey, look at you. I remember you. You are so cute and harmless. I can only imagine what the screen would look like if they were all here. And every single one of those little blue critters were here and they were wanting to attack me. I would not want to live in a world like that. I'm not very subtle, am I? You can obviously tell there's going to be a bunch of those. Anyways, this is a hermit that we're going to be talking to. Just let me check to see how long we have. I've recorded about 6.5 minutes, so... Anyways... Yeah, now we get to get our Polar Star upgraded to become the Spur, which is basically this game's version of the Hadoken. Okay, and then you get a philosophy lesson from your Hermit Gunsmith guy. He used so exhaustively his gun that you didn't even make yourself. Blah blah blah. You can keep this gun after I finish it. Polar Star became the Spur. The Spur you cannot level up. If you just hold the button, it'll automatically level up and it becomes more charged, more powerful. And there are a bunch of new enemies to try it out on. The Polar Star now can, well, the Spur can now fire out a giant laser that does ridiculous amount of damage to, well, yeah. That's a ridiculous amount of damage, and the basic shot is the level 3 Polar Star. Now that I have the Spur and the Booster 2.0 and the Super Missiles, I'm ow, that hurt. That was stupid. That would have killed me if I wasn't this far in the game. And I have all that stuff. We're basically at where we're going to be at for the rest of the game, because I don't plan on grabbing the Nemesis. I prefer the Blade. I know I'm strange like that, but still. I had kind of hoped that the door enemy would have been back. That would have just been a nice little touch, and just, yeah, whatever. Anyways, now we need to go to the egg corridor again. After we make a quick bit stop over here. And we're really on the home stretch of this game now. Probably said that a couple of times, like in the sand zone and stuff, but seriously, we're getting close. And since we are so close, I'm just going to save and cut the video here, get back with you in the next video. So, till then.